bit late today.
Yeah. Well, the last one wasn't actually, but this one is.
Yeah, we've got an hour. Yeah, do that.
The next one's near the hospital at Grey Street.
Oh, okay.
It's close to that.
Not good. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you. Cheers. Thank you. All the best.
Well, it's a very good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, a very good afternoon indeed, and by way of introduction, my name's Michael Peters. I'm going to be your auctioneer here today, and on behalf of Philip Webb Real Estate and our vendors, I'd like to formally welcome you. More importantly, wish you the very best of luck if you're here today to bid and buy at the public auction of number 3 Wilga Court, here in the heart of Wantirna South. Folks, we do have some formalities that we have to attend to before I can submit the property for your competition. I'm offering the property under what's commonly referred to as a Schedule 1 auction. It allows for vendor bidding, prohibits co-owner bidding, and by law I'm to tell you that today's auction will be conducted in accordance with the rules and any additional conditions that were made available for inspection prior to the start of today's auction. The auction rules prohibit an auctioneer from accepting bids or offers for a property after I've knocked the property down to the successful bidder. My vendors have a reserve price. I will indicate bidders upon request. Now, the law prohibits false bids, prohibits major disruptions by bidders, and it prohibits bidders attempting to prevent others from bidding, and it provides fines for this conduct. The rules indeed permit vendor bids, and the words that I'm going to use during the course of today's auction to indicate that I'm making a vendor bid are quite simply the words vendor bids, and folks, by law only I as the auctioneer can make a vendor bid. So there you have the legalities out of the way. The way I propose to conduct the auction is in the very normal manner. I'll make reference to the paperwork that you'll be required to sign in the event you're the successful purchaser of this property. I would like to say a few brief words about what we have on offer here today, and of course get to the very exciting part of any auction where we submit the property and call for your bidding. Folks, the contracts are standard and straightforward, published and printed by the Law Institute of Victoria in conjunction with the REIV. They contain the following, and they are the particulars of sale, the schedule, the general conditions, and of course any special conditions that pertain to a sale by public auction. My vendors sell, you as the purchaser buy both the property and the chattel for the price and upon the conditions as set out within the contract. They have been on display for half an hour prior to today's proceedings, and of course I will primarily take the documentation as being read. I'll make reference to those things that are a little more pertinent to a sale by public auction. The general conditions, standard and straightforward, and there's been no alteration made to them. The particulars of sale tell us that the vendor's estate agent, of course, to be Philip Webb Real Estate Proprietary Limited at 139 Maroondah Highway in Ringwood. Now, the vendors that I act for today, Christopher Charles Sheffield and Fiona Marie Jowett, of course, both of care of 3 Wilga Court here in Wantirna South. the vendor's legal practitioner. They're the good folk that have prepared the paperwork for today's auction. Artisans Lawyers, Proprietary Limited of 267 Maroondah Highway in Ringwood. The purchaser, of course, we're yet to decide who that's going to be, and I will point out, folks, that we have only one provision within our contract for one lucky purchaser or purchasers' names to be inserted into the contract. If it indeed is your intention to be the proud new owner of number 3 Wilga Court, I must stress that it needs to be your name that is inserted into this contract at the end of today's auction. The land that I sell is described in the attached copy of title as being Certificate of Title Volume 8292, Folio 030, being Lot 129 on the registered plan LP 511140. The property address is the land together with any improvements known as number 3 Wilga Court here in Wantirna South. I sell with the following chattels, and they include all fixed floor coverings, electric light fittings, window furnishings, and of course all fixtures and fittings as inspected of a permanent nature. So what you see in there today, folks, the property is obviously furnished. The loose belongings and furniture items will be removed from the property, but of course there are no exclusions to the fixtures and fittings as inspected today. The price, of course, is yet to be decided. However, in the event you're the successful purchaser of this property, I'm going to require a deposit equal to that of 10% of the purchase price. I'll accept a bank cheque, personal cheque. If you've driven here today with a boot full of cash, I'll gladly and happily take that off your hands as well. If you've also come today and perhaps it's the first opportunity you've had to view this property and the chequebook is at home in the top drawer, again, feel free to bid on the property. There's certainly more than enough of us in attendance here today that should you be successful, we can accompany you home once contracts are executed to collect the deposit from you. Now, the balance of the purchase price, of course, which is the purchase price less the deposit, is to be payable within 30 or 60 days from today's date. 30 or 60-day settlement terms is what we're offering here today. Of course, that's to be the date upon which we're offering vacant possession of this property, namely upon acceptance of title and payment of the full and complete purchase price. Folks, there you have it, 30, 60-day settlement. My client's preference would most likely be for a 30-day, but we offer you the flexibility of either 30 or 60. Of course, the contracts will be dated today's date. So there you have it, very simple, very straightforward. Attached to the contract, of course, the vendor's Section 32 statement, as it's commonly referred to, and gives us a very clean bill of health for this property. So there's certainly nothing contained within the documentation that should give you anything other than great confidence to be spirited with your bidding here today. I won't bore you with a lengthy description of the documents. Suffice to say that we're on a very generous land allotment of around about 908 square metres of absolute prime, near-level land, folks. I've got to tell you, a little under the quarter acre in the old language, the good old-fashioned backyard. And in fact, when you take a walk through the backyard, beautifully established, beautifully landscaped with an array of fruit trees there. I've got to say, you could go through, pick your lemons, your limes, your apples, oranges, pears. They're all there for you, folks. And of course, a wonderful, wonderful array of vegetable gardens. And in fact, they are still going with various herbs. We're in a very good residential zoning. In fact, I would suggest one of the better and highest forms of residential classification. We're in a GRZ Schedule 2 zoning. The City of Knox tell us that they're going to require a rate equal to that of about $1,785.15 by way of municipal rate. Yarra Valley Water going to require a contribution of about $1,818 plus consumption by measure. Now, the rules for today's auction, ladies and gentlemen, if you've bid at auctions before, I apologise in advance if I bore you, but the rules are quite simple. As the auctioneer, I can make one or more bids at any time during the course of today's auction on behalf of my client. I can refuse any bid. I can determine the amount by which the bidding is to be advanced. I can withdraw the property from sale at any time, and I can refer a bid to my client at any time prior to the conclusion of the auction. Now, in the event that there is a dispute concerning the bid, we'll do one of two very simple things. And I must state, it's a very unlikely situation that we have a disputed bid, but in the event we do, ladies and gentlemen, I'll resubmit the property at the last and highest undisputed bid, or we'll simply start the bidding off again. And folks, if a reserve price has been set, and I'll make it very clear, I have a clear reserve instruction on this property, and I don't quite reach reserve price here today, I will only negotiate with the person or persons that hold the highest bid. So let me explain the simple philosophy of being successful at a public auction, ladies and gentlemen. If we reach reserve price and you wish to be the new owner, you need to hold the highest bid for me to knock it down to you. If we don't quite reach reserve and you wish to negotiate and exclude everyone else from the negotiating table, again, Holding the highest bid is your secret for success, and it'll give you the opportunity to negotiate exclusively with my client at what I believe to be an unbelievably realistic reserve price. Folks, there you have it. I summarise. I sell today subject to my vendor's reserve price to the highest bidder. I call for a deposit equal to that at 10% of the purchase price. I'll accept a bank cheque, personal cheque, cash if you happen to have it. We're offering 30 or 60-day settlement terms. Vacant possession of the property is what we're offering here today. Folks, before I proceed any further, are there any questions I can help you with? Well, they do say that silence is golden, ladies and gentlemen. I won't bore you with a lengthy description of the property. For many of you, you've just had the opportunity to walk through the property. I think more importantly is to consider the location. Firstly, we're situated in an absolutely beautifully quiet cul-de-sac, not a modern cul-de-sac where you're lucky to be able to do a U-turn in your car, but a spacious cul-de-sac, the sort of place where as children I think we grew up kicking the footy or indeed having a game of cricket, I should say, with friends. It's the type of place where if you have family and family's important to you, your kids are going to be safe here. You're not going to have through traffic. It's a wise and shrewd investment. But the location extends beyond where we just stand right now, ladies and gentlemen. Within the city of Knox, I've got to say, we're in one of the prime residential locations. Wantirna South, folks, and from this very location, you're probably no more than about 2 or 2.5 kilometres from everything that matters. Now, when we look at buying real estate, I must say that location is certainly the backbone to any great real estate purchase. And of course, in this instance, you've got Westfield Knox, only about 1.5 kilometres away. You've got absolutely some of the area's best public and private schooling available to you, whether it's primary or indeed secondary. So if education's important to your family, if education's important to your children, you're certainly spoilt for choice here. Shopping centres, parkland, schooling, access into the city, quite easy, folks. Everything's at your fingertips. The house itself, beautifully maintained, beautifully updated and refurbished. 2 separate living areas, 4 decent, good-sized bedrooms. You've got a wonderful open floor plan that works right throughout the property. I've got to say, you can have a little bit of separation for the family if you need it. Folks, our vendors are here to sell. A fair and reasonable bid will buy this property today. The question that I have for you, number 3, Wilga Court. Who's here to buy it? Who wants to be the brave soul to get us away with a bid or an offer, ladies and gentlemen? What's it worth to you? I put it to you now. Number 3, Wilga Court. Here in the heart of Wantirna South. Ladies and gentlemen, where do we go? What do we say for an opening bid? Bid or an offer? Yell it out. I don't care where we start. It's where we finish that counts. What's it worth, folks? Where do we go? What do we say? Well, I've got to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, I've been doing this for about 30 years. And nobody ever likes to be the brave soul. I won't labour. I'll make it easy for you, folks. I'll kick it off with a vendor bid. 700,000 will start. Certainly hope we don't finish there. Was that a bid, madam? You popped your hand up over here in the centre. Was that a bid? Were you bidding, madam? Your hand went up? No. You've got to be careful. 700,000, folks. We started with a vendor bid at 700. We'll take an advance at 20 now. That's 700,000. We call for 20 in the rise to 20 now. That's 700,000. We say 20. That's 700,000. Then we look for a call at 20 if you like to 720,000 the bid. That's 700,000. Can I see 720 anywhere now? That's 700 the bid if you want to get involved. Now's the time. That's 700,000. It'd be bargain buying. I think my vendors will be sitting there going, surely not. That's 700,000 the bid, and I invite you in for 20 now. That's 700,000, folks. Are we all done and silent? If you're not here to buy, I won't waste your time. That's 700,000 the bid. We call you out, folks, and I'll call you out once. That's 700,000 the bid. Twice. That's 700,000 the bid. We call for 20 to 720 now. We all done and silent. Third and final call. 700 the bid. We say 20 now. That's 700,000. Then we all done silent. Third and final call, folks. Are you all out? Are you done? Are you silent? It'd be great buying, folks. 720,000 if you like. That's 700,000. And we say 20 now. That's 700,000. Then are you all out, done and silent? All finished, all done. I take a further bid and all bid to 750 then if you like. 750 the bid would be my bid. That's 750,000. We take 20 to 70. That's 750,000. We say 770 anywhere now at all. That's 750,000. The bid are you all out? Are you done? Are you silent? 750,000. The bid we take 20 anywhere at all. That's 750,000, folks, if there's no better bidding. That's 750,000, then are you all out? Are you done? Are you silent at 750,000? 20 if you wish to participate. That's 750,000 the bid, and then we'll cash you out. Once, that's 750,000 the bid. Twice, that's 750,000 the bid then for the third and final call. Are you all out? Are you done? Are you silent at 750,000? No better bid. 750 to be say 20 in the rise. Are you done? Are you silent? Over here, Leonard, it looks like this gentleman might want to participate. 20 if you like, sir, to 770. The bid with me, I'm not here to buy it. 750,000, we call 20 in the rise. Are you then all done? Are you silent? 750, we can call it 20 if you like, sir, to 70 to the first opportunity to talk to my vendors. Leonard, are they in or out? Need to know. 750 is the bid, what do we say? At 750,000, come back quickly with me. At 750,000, what do you say, sir, madam? 750 is the bid, we say 70, can I invite you in? At 750,000, I can tell you nothing bad happens when you bid, sir, madam. At 750,000, come with me then. At 750,000, then we'll catch you out. Once, at 750, Leonard, what do you say? Twice, at 750,000, are you all out? Are you done and silent? I'll give you time to think, but just not too much time. At 750,000, then what do we say? At 750, then are we in or out? Need to know very quickly then at 750 to bid, to be call it once. At 750. Twice. At 750. Third and final call. Are you all out? Are you done? Are you silent at 750? A great opportunity to participate. 750's the bid. Tell you what, sir, if I make it easy for you, I'll take 10. At 750, invite you in at 10 to give you the opportunity to talk to my vendor. You'll exclude everybody else from the negotiating table. 750's the bid. We call for 10 to 60 now if you like. That's 750,000, Andrew. With you if you like. 760. 760,000, where is it? At 760, welcome to the bidding, sir, and good on you. It's 760 to your bid. At 760,000 now, we have a bidder to my left. At 760, the bidder, we take 10 to 70 now. At 760, and welcome to the bidding, sir. Won't take less against you at this stage. Your bid at 760 now. At 760, I'll take a 10. Call it 70, madam. Come quickly if you want it. At 760, I said I won't take less against you, and I won't. The bid is here, and it's against you if you like. At 760, the bidder, we call 10 to 20 now. At 760,000, 70, and welcome, sir, madam, to the bidding. At 770,000, sir, what do we say? Come quick at 80 now. At 770,000, and it's their bid. At 770,000, and welcome to the bidding, sir, madam, and it's against you, sir. At 770,000, the bidding, we say 80. At 770, are we got? At 770, are you done? At 770 and 80 now. Welcome back, sir. 780, and you're on top, and it's against you now. My apologies if my back is to you. At 780,000, then what do we say? 90 now. At 90 now, what do we say, sir? William, back over here, it's against him. 790,000, the bid is here. Against you now, sir, do we go 8? At 790 is the bid, say 8 quickly then. At 790, the bid, we say 8. At 790, and I'll count you out then once. At 790, it's here, and it's against you, sir. 790 is the bid, what do we say, sir? 790.
800.
8 it is. 8's the bid, we say 810. 8's the bid, we say 810. What are you saying? 10 it is. At 8's the bid, 810 now. Against you, we say 20. Quick, that'll do it, sir. I'll let you take a cheeky finger. At 810's the bid. At 820, was that an odd, sir? Yes, up and down, let me know. 810,000's the bid, and what do we say? At 810, have I got your best, and I'm going to count you out
Will you
once.
take 5?
I'll take 10. I'll take 10, the bid, we say 20. At 8's the bid, 820, 10, 20
820.
820 the bid now, we say 30, sir. What do you say? 820,000, we go 30 now. Quickly with me now. At 820,000 is the bid, we call you then once. At 820,000, 30 now, and I see you, sir. Good, strong way. 830's the bid. Stay with you, fella. Don't leave him, William. 830's, he might need a help to go again. 830's the bid, we say 40. Look at me, sir, and say yes. At 830, 40 quickly now. At 830's the bid, have I got your best? At 830, I'll count you out once. At 830, the bid is here, and it's against you, sir. You're with me all the way. Don't let him take it from you now. 830, and I call 40 if you like. 830's the bid, and what do we say? 830,000, are we all out?
Take a breath.
Are we done? Are we silent at 830? 830's the bid.
835.
35, and I'll take you 5 and 40 back against you now. 840's the bid. 840,000, and do you come with me for 45? You took me down to 5s. Let's go again and be quick if you're here to buy it. 840,000's the bid.
845.
45 now. 845 and 50 straight back against you. At 850 now, say 55, or we could try one of those knockout bids you see on TV. Come back and say 870. 800 and how much is it, Bonnie? Is it 40 or 50?
845.
845 the bid. Thank you. 845 is the bid. It's against you. We say 50. It's here now. 845.
We are holding 845.
845's here. No, this
We hold
guy's got 845.
We hold 845.
845 and 50 it is.
Okay.
A little bit of confusion, but hey, we're there now. 850's the bid, and sir, what do we say? 850 have you got your best. 850 are you done? The bid's here to my left. 850,000. 850,000, the bid is here and it's against you to set it out, sir. The bid is against you. 850, the bid we say. What do we do? At 850,000. I'll let you know, both of you. I'm going to sell it to one of you. No better bid. I'm not stopping the auction. 850,000 here. I'll sell it to you with no better bid. 850 is the bid, and what do we say, sir? 850, and I'm going to sell it. So I'll give you time to think. 850,000, the bid is here. It's to my left and it's against you now. 850 is the bid, and what do we say, sir? Come quickly now. 850, we're on the market, and I sell no better bid. Make sure at 850,000 it's your bid. Sir, have I got your best? Because I'm going to sell it. 850,000, do we go again? Come with me now. 850 is the bid, say 55. Sorry, 5. 855 and you're back on top. 855 and 60 now. At 60 now, do we say 70, sir? 860 the bid, do we say 70? I'm going to sell it. Be sure, be certain. 860 is the bid, I'd hate you to lose it. 860,000, then I sell. No better bid, are you done and silent at 860, sir? Once at 860 and anywhere else. Twice at 860,000. Your bid, 865, sir. I'll take a 10 if you like. 865, 860 the bid. It's against you now and I'm going to sell it, so I'll give you time to think. 860 is the bid.
865.
65 it is. Sir, do we come back quickly at 70? You let him take it and 70 now. 870 is the bid. 870, do we say 80? 870 bid, what do we say, sir? I can't hear it now. 870 bid, what do we say? Once at 870,000, have I got your best? Twice at 870, because I'm going to sell it. At 870 here, no better bid, have I got your best? One more. 75 it is. At 875 the bid, 875, took him a little while to come in. Come with me quickly, don't let him take it from you now. We're right at the pointy end of the auction. 875, welcome back, sir, and you're on top of it, it's against you now. 875, and what do we say? 875, have I got your best? I sell no better bid. At 875,000, I'm going to count you out so that you're sure and I'm sure. Bids here at 875, Bonnie, it's against them. 875, and I sell no better bid. Once at 875 and 80 now. And 80 now. It's pretty hot out here. You can rhyme me up to 880, 890 if you like, and save my noggin and save my voice. 880 the bid. 880's the bid. It's against you now. And what do we say, sir? 880,000. Do we go 90? Or why don't we round it up to 900? That might do the job. 880,000, I'm fairly bid and offered. And what do we say now? 880, do we go 85?
882.
882, we're down to twos. 2 sounds good, 5 sounded better, but I'll take you 2. 882,000, then welcome back at the same courtesy. We'll be saying 5s. 85 it is, sir, did you say? 85 now. 885 the bid. 885,000, it's against you now. At 885,000, where do we go, sir? Do we call it 90? 885, tell me, need to know. 885,000, because we sell no better bid. At 885, and I'll catch out once. Twice. William, let him know that on the third and final call, I sell it. At 885, no better bid. We catch you out once. Twice. Third. And final call. Have I got your best, sir? 885. You gave me 2. What about 1? 886, would you like to come with me? One of 2 things will happen, sir. You'll buy it, or they've got to pay more. What do you say? 885, do we go 886? Quick nod. $1,000? Yes, it is. 886, then you're back on... No further bid. 885 then, sir, looks like you might have it. No better bid, I sell. There'll be no late bids, ladies and gentlemen, so if you're here to buy, now is the time to put your hand up. 885,000, I sell, no better bid. At 885,000, and I'll count you all out, sir, in particular. Once at 885, twice at 885, third and final call. Are you all out? Are you done? All silent. Sir, have I got your best? Finished? Thank you for your bidding and your participation. Looks like you might have it, sir, Madam 885, on the third and final call. All done, all silent. It's going. It's going. It's sold. Congratulations to our bidders and commissioners.
Thank you. Get your last chance. Now, we have to inspect the house. I haven't inspected the house, so we can have a look.
Yes. Go and have a look at what you bought.